What's going on, my amigos? I'm Susu. I know I'm just pumping them out today, but let's not forget, if you watch my second video I just did, which is after the Sorrento and Veristem video, you'll see why I'm trying to pump these out. Is because I literally had to delete like 6 amazingly done videos, some of which were they were between 5 and 12 minutes long, and it was just, oh, it hurt really bad. It hurt bad because the analysis on them was fantastic, very in-depth. Let's see, by now, 15 minutes. Don't forget, though, there's a lot of support coming up. Oh, yeah, this is a response to a post I did earlier regarding SRNE. Awesome. I appreciate the detail. If I get a chance, can you look at, if you get a chance, let me just, I will. Just doing another video. In fact, this response will appear in it. And laughy face. Laugh. Alright. But that's true, though. Alright. They're going. Let's see. Alright. Give me the short interest to the figures off. Should be on 19 million. Okay, yeah, I may have potentially did that. Okay, forgive me. I'll take a look at that. Alright, sorry, didn't mean to hold you guys up, but we're doing RGSE. The reason why is because I saw so many people, good people, who are invested in this, and one of the videos I did was on this, and what ended up happening is, as a result of me having to delete them all, it was just very problematic because one of them was regarding level 2, okay? So level 2 is a fucked up situation sometimes because, for instance, in RGSE on, I believe it was Friday, I'm going to try to go through here and I'll keep talking while I do it, but looking at RGSE, what we would have saw was that back on Friday, there was a situation. I'm just going to fly through here, and when I see the level 2, I'll know that's it, because I think it was the last level 2 shot I took right there. Bing bong boom. And the reason why it's so important, because if you look right there, I say, hey, volume has to pick up in a major way to take that 200 SMA line down. You can see your homeboy here on level 2 wants to let go of 200k, so he's making harder for sure. In response to that, one of my followers, who's a really, really attentive dude, and he's trying to learn this system of things really good, so I love that about him, and he says, Knight Capital is a market maker, an intercoastal capital, about 10% of RGSE in April. I wonder if they've had a hand in the positive move to this point. And I reply, of course they did, and then tell him good job. And the reason why I say that is because Knight, right there, as you can see in the picture, NITE, that is for Knight Capital. And if you look at a lot of these, like CSTI, top CDEL, that's Citadel. Citadel is, you don't even want to know about Citadel, Verdict, Maxim, Puma. I mean, there's just so many of them. And what happens is, when you actually see what they're up to and doing, they do manipulate these things for sure, because they have large positions. And the way they do it is they often actually sit there and take a large position while no one's paying attention. For instance, RGSE, if you look at the chart, went all the way down to like 6 cents at one point. And so if you look at what happened when it went down to the 6 cents about a month and a half ago, it sat there and it was like just accumulating. People were just accumulating shit. And when you actually consider the accumulation that was taking place there, yeah, sadly, it was probably them that got a lot of it. The large companies got a lot of it. And then what they do is they work that system with the algorithms once they get a hold, because they can actually sell to their self. And the way that works is, so imagine this. Imagine you had, let's say you accumulated 500,000 shares of it. Then what would happen is, of the 500,000, you hang on to approximately 250,000. The rest of them are the manipulating shares. So the way that goes is, you put them for sale, then buy them from yourself, like at pennies at a time, right? And now you're in communication with other MMs that are doing this as well. And what ends up happening is, as you're doing this and manipulating things the best you can, you're driving the price up ridiculously, because you're buying from yourself. And you would say, well, that's dumb. But remember, you lose no money and you gain no money when you do that, because you're buying from yourself. So if you bought it at 20 and you sold it at 21 and bought it from yourself, you got the gain and you paid the premium. So you received the premium and you paid the premium. So it zeroes out. But mind you, the reason why you're doing this is because you still have the 250,000 shares that you started with from the very beginning. The other 250 is just to play with. So imagine you're just going up and up and up and up, and all the meanwhile, you're not actually making any money or losing any money. But the reason why you're doing it is because when you get it high enough, like in the 30-cent range, like it is now, from 6, by the way, 6 pennies. Once you get it here to 35, 36, that's a 500% gain. Now you can just sell them off like they do. Just set a wall. I want to get rid of 200 G's. And people just eat away at it. And that's what they do. A lot of times the scary thing is those are actually limit to market orders. So if someone just goes pluck and takes just 10,000, 1,000, 500, it floods with a market order. Okay, so not all the time, but 100% I've seen that, where they do limit to market and they put 200,000 up, and as soon as someone just snatches one, it's just like boom, and then bloosh, gone. And the crazy thing about that is they're often playing both sides anyway, so they're actually going to make money if it drops, and they've made money while it's going up. The thing about this is, with RGSE, I think because the CEO, according to what a lot of people told me, he's communicating on like a monthly basis with conference calls, and he's trying to make his company better. He's talking about some potential plans, how there's not a lot of the actual business he's accumulating in the share price right now. It's got some people excited because, as you can see there, he's right up against the 200-day moving average, right there. And so far, I mean, this thing has been playing the averages very cleanly. As you can see here, look at how nice that is. That's a move directly up to it. Look where it goes, right back down to the 20, right up. This time it breaks through. This is like what Sorrento did today, where it broke through that 200. What Veristem is trying to do, the 50-day, they're trying to break through the 50. And then look what the next move was. It was just like boom, boom. And then look at how perfectly now it goes to the EMAs. Remember, I tell you there's a difference between simple moving average and the exponential moving average. The exponential moving average is what's often used by algorithms on the day trade platform. So like in terms of day trading, and when a stock truly starts to cycle, you often see that the EMA begins to use, and you can see where it literally graduated. Let's take a snapshot one more time and start fresh. It literally graduated from the simple moving averages to the exponential right here. Look, from that, it bust right through all the EMAs, went to the 50, got rejected, went to the 20, bounced off it, went through the 50, and then look what it did. When it came back down, now it's all EMAs. Look at that. Busted there, came back up, and then it's just riding the 5-day, and then it rode it all the way to the 200. That's the 200 right there. If it can break that 200-day, it's gonna be a potential runner. And the reason why is because, again, there's nothing up there now. It's not gonna run to $5. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and say something that ridiculous. But does 50 and 60 cents become possible? Absolutely, 100%. Look right here. I mean, it was just there. Go to the 1 year. It already did this before. It already went to 33 cents and doubled, to that really quick once it broke through the 200. Look at how it tried to run, and it failed. But here you have a way flatter 200. Look at how flat that is compared to this. This is a diving 200. So as it broke through, man, look, there's no support under it. Here it's getting all the support in its favor. There's no support here. When it comes down, look at how far the support is down. Now look at this support right here. It's a difference because this one's all moving up with it. Look at all the support attempting to move up with it. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all trying to move up. Now look at that. You have the 50 starting to curve up. And I know that's a bit rudimentary drawing there, but hey, it should work to make you see what the deal is. And so I say for RGSE, for you guys that are in there, man, you've been there a long time. You took your ass kicking. Now it's turning around. Remember, there are a lot of people who are dealing with a 400%, 350, 500% return once it breaks the 200. So there's definitely going to be some selling on that line. It's definitely going to be a war, but you've held in there that long. All right. You've been in this for a long time if you've been in here since 6 cents. I mean, forgive me if you've been in here since 30 cents. If you took the ride from 30 to 6 and now it's back at 30, don't sell it yet. Fight that battle. See what happens at that 200-day line. Hold those shares, make them earn them, and then you may actually get a decent return out of this thing. It may actually run, and you might see a just explosion out of this thing. So I'm hoping for the best here, and I'm thinking positive for you guys. And I totally support an explosion here because I saw that there's a lot of good people on that board, which means there's a lot of good people invested in this thing. You guys found something, and a lot of you guys have a lot of knowledge I do not have about the company, some fundamental knowledge. I'm looking at the technicals of the chart. The chart is lining up to be a boomer if it can break that 200. And if you're saying the fundamentals are doing the same, then you may have a runner on your hand. It's been a runner since 6 cents. This is an absolute fucking runner. This thing's up like almost 500% from 6 cents. At 36 cents, I mean, 6 times 6 is 36, so it's about to hit 500% when it gets to 36 cents. That's a runner, but it's going to run even more, okay? It just has to break that 200, so I hope it does. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Hope the best for you. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Peace.
Broken.